Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be reviewing Manchester United versus Burnley match reaction, and so let's get into it. But let me start with this. I'm just sick of it. Honestly, absolutely I'm sick of it. Another game, another opportunity for this big club to climb up the table, and what do? We bottle it. Burnley, bottom of the league, fighting relegation, and Manchester United, a club supposedly chasing top 4, top 5 Champions League football, and we cannot beat them. Oh my god. This isn't bad luck. This isn't transition. There was no new manager bounce. This is a pattern. And I said in my last video, history repeats itself. And whenever we have had a chance to capitalize, we've never done it. And tonight again, it got exposed. So first thing is we missed an opportunity to climb up the table again. This part absolutely drives me insane, guys. Once again, Chelsea have dropped points. Liverpool are going to face Arsenal, probably going to drop points. And what do? We join them in dropping points. We bottle it again. They've been had so many instances this season where Manchester United have dropped points. Whenever had an opportunity to get in the top 4, we drew against Burnley. Today, we draw against Leeds last weekend. We've drawn against Wolves at home, the worst team in the Premier League history. We drew against West Ham after we were leading 1-0. We dropped points against Spurs when we were leading. We dropped points against Forest when we were leading. We dropped points against Villa when other teams have dropped points. I've got a list here. I've made a list. We drew at Burnley. Liverpool are yet to play, but they're playing Arsenal. Chelsea lost to Fulham. We draw at Leeds. Liverpool drew with Fulham. Chelsea drew with City. We still dropped points. Then another one. We draw at Wolves against home. Liverpool drew with Leeds. Chelsea drew with Bournemouth. Chelsea drew with Newcastle again. Liverpool won that day, but we lost at Villa. Then Chelsea lost to Leeds. Liverpool drew at Sunderland, and we already knew what we had to do. We had to just beat West Ham at home, and I think it was a Monday night game, I guess. So we knew what we were supposed to do, but we still were not able to do it. We dropped point against West Ham at home. These are all relegation for the teams, man. I don't know how we are thinking we'll get in the top 4. I don't think we'll get in the top 4. It's always the same story. Every single time the table tightens or we have an opportunity, we slam the door shut on ourselves. Oh my god, man, this is just horrendous. Chelsea stumble, we stumble. Liverpool wobble, we wobble. This is not a coincidence. I think it's a mentality. There's a problem in this squad, in this club, which runs right from the board up until the player. So everybody is to blame here. I'm not saying nobody is bereft of blame. Players, we know they're not good enough. You cannot talk about top 4, top 5 when you refuse to punish the team. We had 30 shots today in the game is what I've been seeing in the stats. And how many goals we scored? 2. And that 2 we scored because we put crosses into the box for Sesko. Otherwise, people would have been going in on Sesko. He's not good enough. He has gotten enough time. He's still not doing enough. So I'm glad that Sesko scored 2 goals. And those were from 2 crosses, which we should have been doing more often. But we don't do it. Second thing what I noticed is weak mentality. Weak mentality from our board, weak mentality at our players, weak mentality in the whole club. The squad has a serious mentality problem. I think whenever we have had a chance, we score, we go ahead. Instead of killing the game, we concede, we panic. Think about it. Spurs, we were leading, we concede 2 goals after the 80th minute. Forest, we were leading, they concede 2 right after halftime. We concede 2, right after halftime. West Ham, we had a lead, gone. Bournemouth, complete collapse. I don't even want to speak about it. Burnley, again tonight. I don't think this team can protect a lead, right? We've seen it, and everybody knows there's no calm, no authority, no arrogance, no control. We had such arrogance during Fergie era. I mean, I'm just dying to see that back. I don't know when we'll get that back, but history repeats itself. We can see in our history we've had ups and downs, and I think this is a point where we're going through a trough, and hopefully we can get back up. But to get back up, I am pretty sure we need to get rid of these owners. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but let's see. Hopefully we all stay united, all us fans, and make something happen. But I'm not sure how or what we can do to make something happen. The moment anything goes slightly wrong, right? Anything goes slightly wrong with the result, we concede a goal. Like other teams like smell blood and they can score. They have scored. Forest scored, Burnley scored. Once we are 1-0 up, 2-1 up, we should be smelling blood and we should be killing off the games, but we never do that. And until that changes, I don't think nothing else matters here. Third, we created a lot of chances, and creating chances is the only positive I see, and which we had been doing under Amorim. I'm already tired of hearing this excuse. We create chances, we dominated the gate, the XG was high, we had 30 shots, they had 7 shots, they only had 1 on target, but still we drop points, did we not? So what's the point of having these many shots or whatever when you're not able to take these chances? And we've not been able to take these chances since so long, I don't even know. I think United has been one of the better chance creating teams this season. I mean, if we just look at the XG table, we are lying third, I believe. But that's not new. Under Ruben Amorim, we were able to create these chances, right? We're already putting up some strong attacking numbers, but our midfield is dead. Our defense probably is dead. We shoot a lot. I don't know what that is, but we are like getting more shots on target. That's good. But guess what? We're still drawing games. So don't tell me this is a massive positive. I believe it is a positive. We've improved from last season, but I don't think it's taking us anywhere. If you create chances, still don't win, that's not a progress at all. That's poor decision making, lack of composure when you're in front of the goal. Stats won't get us Champions League football. We desperately need it. Results will, and we're not getting the results. Next thing what I noticed was in-game management is shocking. Like from the managers to the players, everybody, like nobody is doing the jobs well. We always talk about the managers. They are not making substitutions. They're not bringing attacking players when we are in the lead, trying to kill the game off. Ruben Amorim was trying to protect the leads all the time. Maybe he knew our mentality is not good enough. We cannot protect. We cannot go on and score 2, 3, 4 like we used to do. We probably need to protect the lead that we have. So he used to bring on defenders. I don't know. I'm just like thinking what could be the reasons. But I think let's be real here. The players are like idiots in terms of game management. Where are the dark arts? We need to get some fouls. Where are the fouls? Where is slowing down the tempo? We cannot slow down the tempo. We cannot control the game because we don't have quality in midfield. We cannot keep the ball once we've scored. Once we had scored, why can't we keep the ball for 10 minutes? Just play keep ball. I mean, how hard it is? How hard is keeping the ball? You're doing it in training every other day. Just implement it in one of the games. But our midfield is not good enough to do that. They control the tempo of the game, not the defense, not the attack. It's the midfield, and our midfield is dead. And our board does not want to buy us any more players because they don't want to spend. And that's why they sacked down the manager who called them out. Pathetic. We go ahead. Instead of calming the game down, we don't calm it down. We speed it up. We force passes. We are trying Hollywood passes. We lose shape. And then Burnley score. No game control. No street smart acumen. No intelligence. I don't think we can win anything by the way, going about the way that we are going. Decision making from this squad is absolutely shite. And tonight was another example. Next, coming down to the players, I think there has been another awful performances. I think Casemiro for the first goal, Dello for the first goal. These players have already sacked so many managers. They're still here. Everybody knows we need to get quite a lot of these players out, get new, energized, young players in, not young, but experience, a mix of youth and experience in, so that can help us grow. But I don't want to call names, but I think Dello, Shaw, all these sort of players should be out of this club they should be long gone, mate, I believe. But they are still here, playing week in, week out. Cunha is another example. I think he has just not been good enough this season. Maybe it's the virus that has caught on to him, which like depletes the player's quality. Casemiro, legs gone, slow reactions, chasing shadows all the time. Dello, I just don't even talk about this player. Shaw, don't talk about it. So there are so many players. They aren't just one-off bad games that these guys have. They have repeatedly underperformed. And these players are supposed to be the leaders because they are the more experienced ones. And how do you expect Menu, Shea Lacey, all of these young players coming in to learn when you've got such leaders who panic all the time, who does not have good game acumen and all of these things? These players are essentially liabilities. And if we keep on keeping these players, extending their contracts, I don't think this club is going anywhere. Now let's coming to the defense. I think our defense has not been good enough. Again, Martinez, I mean, I like him when he's on the ball, but when it comes to his defensive abilities, I think he can be turned inside out. He does not have the height, so if players want to target him in set pieces, they can do that. Second balls, we don't win much of the second balls. Long shots, crosses into the box, we can defend that. Haven't flicked it onto our own goal the way he should be clearing. He didn't do it the way I would have done it, but anyways, it's not like Burnley carved us open to score 2 brilliant goals. They just capitalized on basic mistakes and they got their reward, and they got to 1 point which will help them in their relegation battle. And this happens every week. It's not new, guys. I mean, we don't need world-class attacker to score, right? We need to be able to protect our lead. Since we know we're not able to go on to score 3, 4, 5 goals. Maybe we can improve it in the coming seasons, but at least we need to shut up shop, but we don't even know how to do that. And then there is zero leadership on the pitch, right? Where are the leaders? I only saw that sort of leadership from Cunha against Liverpool when we were winning. He was buying fouls. He was playing the dark cards that I was trying to discuss a little bit earlier, and all of these things. But it has been missing ever since. Nobody is grabbing the game by the throat. Nobody is calming anybody down. Nobody is organizing. People are just shouting at each other. There's no real authority out there. Bruno is the captain, but he went out after 60 minutes, and all our attacking output was gone. Too many players hiding, too many players pointing each other, blame games going on all around the pitch. Leadership isn't about armbands, it's about moments. We can see who's an actual leader and who's not, and this team shrinks in those important moments is what I believe. And again, like one last point that I would like to mention is this is not a manager problem, right? That is the uncomfortable truth. Many people think it was Amorim, different managers, different systems, different idea, back four, back five, this and that. But we can see the problems are still there. Amorim has gone. Fletcher came in. I think he did well with what he could. But everybody knows we don't have the midfield. So once we had taken the lead, we did well to take the lead. Like whenever we're chasing a game, we do good. But once we have the lead, it's like we bottle again and again and again. I'm just tired of it, man. You can change the coach again, you can change the formation, you can change the philosophy, but these things will keep happening. How many managers have we sacked and so many players are still here, but these problems still keep going. We have a dead midfield and the board does not want to invest in the midfield, and then they expect to finish in the top four, get the millions or hundreds of pounds from Champions League budget, all of that. But if you're not doing it properly and if you're not investing time on the players and the squad, time and money, then you're not going to go anywhere. This is a squad issue, a mentality issue, a standards issue. And what does this result mean? This is actually a reality check. I said in my last video, whenever United have had a chance to climb up the table, they bottle it. And we did it again. Oh my God. And I think we might just lose to Brighton again on the weekend in the FA Cup and we might be out. And if you look at the table, we are 7th right now. Newcastle is above us. Brentford is now above us. Chelsea is below us because they lost. Liverpool need to face Arsenal, but there are other teams lining up behind us. Fulham won. I think they would be a couple of points behind us now, or I don't know, maybe level of points on us as well. But as we see, these teams are just waiting for the chance to come up, and I believe we've got like City next, Arsenal next. If we lose both them games, and if we lose to Brighton as well, we'll be probably in the second bottom half of the table and we'll be out of all the cups. So our season's over again by January. Oh my God. So this is another failure, another missed chance, another step backward, another night where Manchester United proved that they are not serious as a club about climbing up the table. If the team really wants top four, I don't think they play like it. If the team wants Champions League, they should be blowing these teams away. Like all these are relegation fodder, but they cannot beat a 10-man Everton at home. And until that changes, I don't think we can expect more of the same. So I'm really sad, man, at this point in time. I'm tired of all the excuses, tired of all the narratives, tired of almost everything, I would say. This club used to demand wins. We went into every game like we're going to win this. Even if it is against Barcelona, Real Madrid, AC Milan, all of these big clubs, right? Today, we don't even know if we're going to win against Brighton on the weekend. Look at the state of us. Burnley away should not feel like this, but in fact, it does. And the fact that it tells you everything about where Manchester United is after we dropped points. So let me know what you think in the comments, because honestly, something is seriously wrong with this club and I don't know where we go from here. But hopefully you like the match review. Let me know what you think again in the comments. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for supporting the channel.